After the collapse of the Chaldean Empire, the Chaldeans had completely assimilated into Babylon, and the term Chaldean had lost all links to a race, people, or land. The term Chaldean had become a term used to describe the trade of witchcraft and sorcery. Today we will provide historical and biblical accounts. The apostles further appointed, "Whosoever resorts to magicians and soothsayers and Chaldeans, and puts confidence in fates and nativities, which they hold fast who know not God, let him also, as a man that knows not God, be dismissed from the ministry, and not minister again." The Chaldeans and the Samaeans are worshippers of idols. The Chaldeans are also called Sabaeans and Haranians, for the remnants of them live in Haran and El-Iraq. They believe Yusuf, the rebel of India, was their prophet. The name of Sabaeans was applied to them at the time of El-Mamun. "And be ye," said he, "far removed from false swearing and from the wicked homicide, and from dishonest testimony, which is connected with adultery, and from magic arts, for which there is no mercy, and from soothsaying, and divination, and fortune-tellers, and from the fate and nativities, of which the deluded Chaldeans make their boast, and from stars, and from the signs of the zodiac, in which the foolish put their trust." When a man believes in God, he should separate himself from divinations, and sorceries, and Chaldean arts, and magic. In Babylon, a settlement is set apart for local philosophers, the Chaldeans as they are called, who are concerned mostly with astronomy. But some of these, who are not approved of by the others, profess to be writers of horoscopes. Cyrus Cylinder of 538 BC. King Cyrus says, "Receive tribute from Babylon, Ashur, Susa," with no mention of the Chaldeans. Daniel 2 verse 2. Then the king commanded to call the magicians, the astrologers, and the sorcerers, and the Chaldeans, for to show the king his dream. So they came and stood before the king. Daniel 2 verse 4. Then spoke the Chaldeans to the king in Syriac, "O king, live forever. Tell thy servants the dream, and we will show the interpretation." Daniel 2 verse 5. The king answered and said to the Chaldeans, "The thing is gone from me. If ye will not make known unto me the dream, with the interpretation thereof, ye shall be cut in pieces, and your houses shall be made a dunghill." Daniel 2 verse 10. The Chaldeans answered before the king, and said, "There is not a man upon the earth that can show the king's matter. Therefore there is no king, lord, nor ruler, that asks such things at any magician, or astrologer, or Chaldean." Daniel 4 verse 7. Then came in the magicians, the astrologers, the Chaldeans, and the soothsayers, and I told the dreams before them, but they did not make known unto me the interpretation thereof. Daniel 5 verse 7. The king cried aloud to bring in the astrologers, the Chaldeans, and the soothsayers. And the king spoke, and said to the wise men of Babylon, "Whosoever shall read this writing, and show me the interpretation thereof, shall be clothed with scarlet, and have a chain of gold about his neck, and shall be the third ruler in the kingdom." Daniel 5 verse 11. There is a man in thy kingdom, in whom is the spirit of the holy gods, and in the days of the Father light, and understanding, and wisdom, like the wisdom of gods, was found in him, whom the king Nebuchadnezzar thy father, the king, I say, thy father, made master of the magicians, astrologers, Chaldeans, and soothsayers. After the collapse of the Chaldean Empire, the Chaldeans had completely assimilated into Babylon, and the term Chaldean had lost all links to a race, people, or land. As depicted in the above sources, the term Chaldean has become a term used to describe the trade of witchcraft and sorcery.